Hello world and welcome to the Mecca of Mastery TV. I am your host Mecca. If it is your mission to become your greatest version of yourself in every area of life, then you, my soul friend, are in the right place. I am so excited about this video, as I say in every episode, because in this video we are speaking about spiritual and personal development. And the topic of this video is how to reawaken your creative life. Let's get straight into the video. Creative life, right? Your creativity. First of all, we are creative beings, right? We came to this planet and there was nothing but the trees, the grass, and all the animals doing their thing. Before it was cars, before it was these dang on garbage cans, before we had tables, houses, all this stuff. Listen, the earth was just doing her thing, and then human beings came and we created all of this stuff, all of these amazing things, these things that we experience on a day-to-day basis, the restaurants we go to, the camera, the technology, all of this stuff, right? So we are here to create. That is what our actual job is. That's what our duty is to create. Now here's the thing. A lot of us are in spaces of our lives where you don't feel that spark, where you don't feel like creating, or you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, and this was what that video is all about. But before we dive into this soul food, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update, because I am dropping weekly food for your soul, honey, food for your soul every single Monday. So yes, let's get into it. Now, if you've been following me for a while, then you know I love to start off with stories, right? Because who don't like to hear a story, right? A good story. We learn through stories. It's very captivating. So I always state this here, how I've been on my journey of personal development for over 10 years and aligning with my creativity and things like that, but it has not always been that way, right? I was an exotic dancer for 7 years. I was an alcoholic for about 10 years. I had sexual addictions, and the list goes on and on. And I mentioned that because these are the things that took me away from my creative natures. So when you are not in alignment with your creativity, first things is this. This is the first thing. You have to look at what is actually at play in your life externally that's actually drawing you away from your creative nature. I'm going to say that again. You have to look at what is at play externally in your life that is drawing you away from your creative nature. What is going on around you? What are you doing? What are you taking in? What are you giving your attention to? Right? And what are your intentions? So for example, by going to the strip club every single night and getting out between 3 to 6 o'clock in the morning, of course that's going to prevent me from doing the things that I want to do. As far as, like, I'm a dancer, right? Dance is something that I love to do. As far as my creativity, painting, things like that, it's going to take away from those things because I was drained. My energy was drained. I was drained spiritually in so many ways, right? And then you have to look at the people that you have in your space, right? Sometimes the 5 people that's closest to you is fucking you up, and that's the reason why you cannot flow. You got people calling your phone all day long, talking this, talking that, all day long. Nothing has nothing to do with the desires that come up within you, or even if, right, it doesn't have nothing to do, maybe that's fine, because people are not going to always be completely on the same page as us. But you stay over long on those conversations. You stay over long in the energy of those people, right? If you are out of alignment with your creative nature, and let's say whatever it is that you want to do, and you want to spend hours on it, 3 hours a day or between an hour a day, then you cannot afford to be on the phone for 2 hours a day talking blah 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 with people and expecting to feel good, because you're going to continue to feel fucked up, because your well-being and your alignment and your peace and tranquility is never going to come from outside of you. It's going to come from a space within you, from you aligning with your creative nature, with your desires, right? So what did I do, right? What did I do? And these are the tools and the resources that I used and that helped me along my journey to reawaken my creativity when I felt lost and dead, because I knew something was off. right? When I don't want to dance, I don't want to write, when I don't want to sit here and talk to you guys, like I don't want to film or do things like that, I know something's off. When something is off, that means it's poison internally within my psyche. Something happened internally. Even though, yes, I might have been taking on external distractions. It might be things externally that's taking me off of my game, but that's only happening because something is active within me internally that's attracting that. So the first thing is this: go inside and release the poison. Clean up. Clean up what's blocking you. So sometimes what's blocking you is thoughts and beliefs that don't serve you, right? If I'm constantly comparing my art to somebody else, given for example dance, right? If I'm constantly comparing my dance journey, how I dance, what I'm getting from dance, all of that to somebody else, like that girl or that guy on Instagram, or what I'm seeing, that's going to take me away from me aligning with my creativity in that area, right? If I'm constantly saying it's not good enough, if I'm saying who's going to watch this, or I made this up but I don't like it, it's going to take away from my creativity, okay? It's going to take away from me aligning with it and it's being actually awake. That's the other one. Also, my belief systems. Is my belief systems mine, or did it come from society, right? You have people, for example, that don't believe that you should be doing something that is truly calling to you at core and that's natural. Here's an example. I've had a family member think that dancing is just nothing, like it's you're a piece of shit, like that's not a career, right? So for a long time I've had these belief systems held in my mind that this is not lucrative, like I'm not going to be able to get the financial abundance that I want from this, you know, this is a waste of time. Maybe I should be going to school for something else. Maybe I should be a nurse. All the things that I did not care for, and my heart was calling me to dance, right? So for so long I self-sabotaged myself because that was playing in my mind. Also things like, you know, back in the day when my mother or other people called me selfish because I spent my time filling my cup. I'm selfish, 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 selfish. You're so selfish. And I had this need to want to prove people wrong and to get external validation. But yeah, I might gain the world, but I lost my soul. And what is that? That's not a fair trade, right? Because guess what? People will respect you by turning to your world and doing what you got to do. They don't respect you when you are always in their space, even though you give them what they want and they have like a temporary smile on their face and temporary, you know, I'm satisfied, like, you know, inkling of satisfaction. They go back to their normal behavior and then they look down upon you right afterwards. So if that's your case, if your belief systems is wrapped around what people say and do, and that's what's stopping you from actually aligning with your creativity, just understand that, baby, you're not gonna get far like that. Another thing that helped me is fasting. When I release all stimulation, it's so funny while I'm filming this video because I'm fasting in these moments. I'm on a 3-day fast where I do not eat for 24 hours. I will eat on the 24th hour. My communication with others is still bare minimum unless I have to for business, or, you know, if I said I need to do something, or I'm, you know, had a prior commitment before this, got a yoga class with a friend, you know, the next day, and I'm fasting at that time, like something like that. But I'm not listening to any music deliberately unless I'm dancing. I'm not eating. I'm drinking all herbal tea. I'm drinking water. I'm listening to nature sounds. I'm just not listening to anything at all. I'm on a strict schedule, things like that. And I'm doing my rituals and everything. So I would fast. Fasting is releasing stimulation, the voices of others, the stimulation from the music, technology, the media, and stimulation and toxins from the food, right? So what that does is it clears you out internally on the mind, body, and spiritual level, so you can start to hear your voice, so you can start to get the energy back and the fire back for your creative nature. Because the reason why you can't even feel the passion, the reason why you are confused about what you need to do is because you're overly stimulated. That is one of the main reasons, being overly stimulated. You're doing this, you're running around for everybody. You have all these thoughts penetrating your mind, grabbing you in all the directions. At this point, it don't even matter if a person is in your life or not. People not taking you away. It's the elements that's inside of you, the energy that's trapped inside of you that's taking you away from the things that you want to do. And when you release those energies that don't serve you, that is when you can see what you need to do. That's when the passion for your creativity will actually come back. And doing that, fasting is actually good doing that. So fasting. Another way is to journal. Journal and meditate. Write out what you want. What is the vision that you see for yourself? And what's going on internally? I like to sit down and do brain dumps, but also I'll say, Spirit, what's up? What's up? Where am I? What do I need? And how can I best align with what I'm trying to do, but where I'm at? That's the other thing. You have desires. You have this creative, force, whatever it is, whatever desire that you're trying to create. But you think that you don't have the tools and the resources available to align with it. But you do. How can you align with it in the best way possible? Use what you got and then ask Spirit to open up the floodgates for more to come. You have to use what you got. You cannot continue to say, oh, I can't do XYZ because I don't have that camera. I can't write that book because I don't have an editor yet. Get the book written. Write the book. The editor will come. When Spirit see you actually taking action, when the universe, God, whatever you want to put a label on it as, see you actually taking action the best way possible with the tools and resources available to you, that's when other opportunities and doors and solutions start to come into your space. You have to use what you got. Of course, for example, as a dancer, I want a dance studio, but that's not going to stop me from teaching dance classes. I've been teaching dance classes for 3 years all around the world and in my hometown and other people's dance studios, and my brand is fucking magical right now. It's magical. So when I open up my own studio doors, everybody's going to be lined up like this. But I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to wait to dance and teach a class until I have a dance studio. You see what I would have missed out? I would have missed out on this whole journey. I would have missed out on building my clientele. I would have missed out on healing people. I would have missed out on doing what I love. I would have missed out on so much, right? So wherever you are, use what you got and pray for more to come in. The reason why more is not coming in, the reason why the things that you are asking for is not coming in is because you haven't took the first step with what you have available to you. And with that being said, I hope you love this video and you share this with somebody that you care about, because we always say here at Mecca Mastery TV that sharing is caring. You got it in you. You have something that the world needs, baby. You have something that the world needs, okay? Create. You were born to create. Get your ass out here and live your life. Do what you got to do. Do the work. You don't see the bees, the birds. You see nothing else complaining. All the animals and everybody else. You don't see none of them complaining about the work that they got to do, right? The nature, the gifts that nature blessed them with. You don't need to complain either. Do your damn work. Use what you got available to you. That's the only way you're going to get forward. And you got it. You know you can do it. Believe in yourself. Release all the stimulation and the distractions around you that's taking you away from your goals. It's 8 billion people on the planet. Don't let people fuck you up. Period. Period. And you, my soul friend, you go out into the world, you kick a whole lot of action and alignment. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do anything, because you can do whatever you put your soul, your mind, your heart, your body, and your will to. Okay? If you want one-on-one coaching from me, you can always email me at meccabookings@gmail.com. Also email me there if you have any questions or if you have any advice or anything, right? Testimonies. Also, you can just click the link directly in the description box below to pick my brain. You can jump on the call with me for an hour, pick my brain session, things like that. And if you are wanting to start on your spiritual journey, but you have no idea where to begin, highly recommend my 21-day healing plan. Link is in the description box. If you are struggling with learning how to meditate, you don't know where to start, right? 7-day meditation guide. Link is in the description box. And if you're trying to manifest, you want to go deeper into manifestation, doing some manifestation rituals, I highly recommend my manifestation ritual guide. Link is in the description box below. And also check out everything else, because we have so much food for your soul. Everything is in the description box below. Follow me on social media so you can stay updated with all the, just the daily motivations and updates and things like that. And I just want you to know I love you. I'm sending so much love, light, peace, tranquility, good ass vibes your way. Until next time, I see you in the next episode with peace and love. See you.